The following may include subject matters of war, violence, loss, and adult themes which may not be appropriate for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Previously on Darkeport. Episode 31, The Red Field. Capio Secundus parts company with the Fellowship. Once away from them, he revels in the memory of murdering his longtime lover, Neria. He has now reduced her to the skull he compulsively strokes, a trapped soul he may torture at will thanks to his foul craft of death-taming. Tesserin, Warden of the Storm, has stepped aside, clearing the way for the Fellowship to continue towards their objective. He offers to protect the relatively fragile Vibius, second mate of the ship they came on, while the party seeks its goal. Heeding Tesserin's advice, the party recuperates, allowing Lord Titus a chance to regain some of his depleted spiritual essence. While they make camp, Marcus draws to himself a remarkable visitor in a dream, the spirit of Jason Tenderheart. The former champion of the Goddess of Justice holds a brief conversation with Marcus, whom he now refers to by the title of Emissary. Herein, Jason explains what he can of the complex nature of the gods in the short time he has. Upon waking, Wesa and the others notice that the enemy camp of Barolus seems more orderly than before. Wesa has a bad feeling that this means that their ally, young Jason of Macaria, has at last been subdued. Pressing on, the Fellowship enter the Red Field, of which Tesserin had warned them. Each member of the Fellowship face their doppelganger, some with more success than others. Nilishly, in particular, doesn't defeat her double. Instead, she makes a powerful case for why their shared rage must be controlled and directed, relating to her experience having found love. At the very least, all of the mirror images are dealt with. The defenders of Geramentum press on.
Faraway friends, welcome. You have once more found yourself in Darkeport. We appreciate your time and your attention, and of course your care. So I wanted to, Tatiana, before I forget, you have some gifts, my dear.
I do. You do.
Oh, secret admirer.
You have a selenite outpost. What do you think about that?
I don't know what it means.
You are so far out there.
Oh, from Cantrip?
Cantrip candles.
Thanks,
Yeah, you're like, by the way, you have a new
Selenite.
job.
So we have, yes, would you tell our faraway friends about Cantrip candles and why they're special to us?
Cantrip candles honestly makes the most awesome candles. They all smell so unique and delicious, and they're custom made and made by awesome gamers and creatives. I just think they're incredible. So this candle has my heart, this golden bakery one, but
And the tails.
Selenite Outpost.
Selenite Outpost.
I smell that one.
And each of them,
Pass it around.
each of them has like a. It's interesting. Didn't want to spring since I literally just springing this on you now. I was thinking about asking you to read the story, but each of them has a story like on the side of them, too, so you can use that in your games for inspiration if you want.
So creative, such an add to our experience here.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
The aroma.
Smell is like really powerful.
All the senses, right?
That's a good point. It's a great way to easily get into character. Actually, I should do a GM's journey on that, talking about
The candle of tails.
ways to
It's kind of been our big thing.
talking about probably that too, Donnie, but talking about how to like get yourself into that mental space.
Absolutely.
Delicious.
All right, you ready for
Smelling
another
it.
gift?
Wow.
So many gifts. So I got this. Actually, Dad bought this for you
Oh,
When-
Walter, I love you.
when we thought that you would be able to come to Gen Con. So we're sad that you're not going to be able to come, but we still love you and we still want you to have a Darkeport.
Yeah.
We sell these on our website. Thanks, Walter.
So what did we get?
Yeah.
A smile, a smile and a hug. You already got your chiropractic hug today, Donnie.
That's fair, yeah.
So we have that going on. Of course, we have our friends over at Eldritch Foundry, where I am going berserk right now, getting ready with all, seriously, like all of the figurines that we're going to use for the one-shots there.
Nice.
Trying to be efficient with it, seeing what we have, seeing what we don't have. There are persistent rumors of color printing coming soon. That there's a Kickstarter, I believe, that's going on over there. So that's very exciting for those of us who are not good at painting minis. But I'm gonna go over to our producer's house, Justin, and just have a little paint-a-thon ahead of
This one will be red.
ahead of Gen Con. Yeah, just
Yeah, it's like when you get tired of Easter coloring eggs.
So that's kind of that. Of course, we have our sister stream over at Constructed Chaos. Alex is their GM, and he and I are both looking forward to Gen Con, and I have some ideas. Alex, I'll be reaching out to you. I think I finally know what I want to do for a collaboration, so I'm excited for that. I think that'll be a lot of fun and maybe even surprising. So go check them out. They stream every Wednesday on same time, 1900, 7 o'clock. And that campaign has a lot of depth and a lot of richness to it. For my money, they probably just had the best session last time. It was really, really emotional. It tied together a lot of different stuff. And it was like brilliant to see that. Okay. I
Alrighty.
think we're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Ready for
Candle of tails.
You're getting so close. Do you have proficiency in candle lighting now?
I think I do.
I think you just got it now.
Yeah.
Because there were some early. Anika used to struggle with that sometimes, and we've had some.
I'm not going to struggle anymore.
The
Not with
pre-sessions are
candle.
like passed out from singing.
It's like a good shoe. You've worn it in.
Importantly, this is the last episode before we go on hiatus. So we're going to be at Gen Con, and I will post as soon as we're done here. I will post the rest of the year schedule both on this episode and then also on our Discord channel.
Sweet.
So you can see. All right, baby. You got a little journal entry for us?
Waste of journal.
Oh, guys. I was initiated in the rites of death and blood before I was 11 winters old. My memories hold no scenes where rage and cruelty were hidden from me. No time where I was divorced from the grit of this world. I've been initiated in the shadows my entire existence, and I've never been allowed to fear it. I can fight, I can stow parts of me away. It is what I do. Isn't it what we all do on the battlefield? How else do we function? I have always seen this as a great skill. It has kept me safe thus far. How disarming then to go head to head with this other me. The moment I saw her, I found my weakness. How infuriating. I felt my body crave her as my blade attempted to destroy her. She begged me closer, and I found myself thirsty for her, parched, as if I was being poisoned by something invisible all my life, and she held the remedy. Closer, she said, and closer I eventually came. It struck me, have I ever really allowed myself to come closer? Not just in camaraderie, swordsmanship, or custom, but in the fullness of intimacy. Have I allowed myself to be ripe and full with desire as Publia is? Isn't this when the fruit is its most potent? Hasn't she taught me this already? I wasn't ready. I guess I am now. I have no idea who I am with this epiphany stirring in me. The straight lines I once held on to now feel circular. But I do know that my love burns brighter and my skin feels more alive. I pray I have the chance to share it with Jason. This is a big key to myself, I see, but there are many others still. When will I get the piece of me back that belongs to my brother? The original intimacy that was taken from me. This I will allow myself to fully desire.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
Did we just sound like an award-winning
Hey guys, thanks for seeing us. We'll be back on Yeah, that was gonna top that.
You guys,
Golly.
did I just watch Interstellar? What just happened?
Who was I? Could I not have been before, but after? I'm like, ah!
I have never done this before, but Faraway Friends, we have got to convince this incredible
Yes.
writer to pursue that. She, in whatever form it comes, you are incredible at that, Tatiana.
You guys are hyping me up.
Well,
I love it.
I mean,
deserved.
it's
Thank
true,
you.
but it's true. Yes, well
very true.
deserved.
Thank you.
Okay.
Every candle you buy, you get a chapter.
With the backpack.
Ever the salesman with the backpack. Ever the salesman.
Can't turn it off.
So a bit of very nice housekeeping. Allie, you won MVP.
Second time.
Two. Second time.
What did I do? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you killed it.
Yeah,
What did I do? Just
Proxy, yeah.
You basically beautifully resolved the character arc that's been going on since episode 4. When Okatla gave you Winter's Harvest and you first experienced rage. And that's where I'll pick up mere moments after the battle, if you want to call it that, the interaction. For some of you it was a battle, for others it was an interaction.
Battle in many ways.
And
Battle of the minds.
you feel inside of you, Nalishli, something rising, something that the last time this happened, you were enraged, you had embraced it, you could feel it powering yourself. This time it's the tide coming back in. And you feel that peculiar quintessence of the chosen, even with you, even with the divine construct, that is still the same. You feel it spreading through you, you feel it bolstering you, you feel avenues within your constructed body opening up and allowing a new expression to the force that drives you, the force that animates you. Welcome to level 4.
Oh, yeah.
Ding.
And you wanted to take your level in Warlock, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a little something, and you will probably discover it this session. At least some of it. Do you want to roll and see how your hit points increase? So it's a die 6 for Warlock. And you get your +5.
I was going to get there at the
You can
end.
do that. You know
always
it.
me.
You used to roll it.
All right.
And then what is it? Sorry.
+5.
Plus
Plus
five.
5 for your con. Yeah.
5, 10.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's
hit points. The
Okay.
take, it gets takier.
Can I borrow your pencil?
Yeah.
So you get 10 hit points right now, and because you were at 34 or something like that.
No.
What were you at?
44.
Yeah, 44.
Were you all the way healed?
Oh, no. That's your max.
That's my max.
That's your max. What were you?
Oh,
was your
right
current?
now, what am I at?
Yeah.
I'm at 34.
I think it was 34. I didn't.
34.
Yeah. Okay. So you go up to 44 current, and your maximum goes up to 54.
Wow.
She's a beefy baby.
Dynamite.
Golly, little beast.
Yeah. 54.
Put you in front.
Yeah,
when
for
things
sure.
get
I'm like a
hard.
wall.
We need you to start taking some of these things.
Yeah.
She's a brick house.
Esmerica tied his eye. Your
She's like long range. I'm like, get your beefy butt up here. You take some of these shots. 15 catchers now. Isn't that great?
And Wasta, you just put more eloquently than I'm possibly going to attempt to tell you about your own character, but you're feeling these unknown but far from unwelcome sensations. Mm-hmm. And as you look down, you don't know when it happened or where it happened, but it's a reminder too of your very earliest training of snatching things and placing things and how to frame other people. You do have sleight of hand.
I do.
You do have proficiency in sleight of hand. There's still a lot you don't know about this
I don't
character.
know anything outside of how good she is at writing.
And at some point, your other self planted on you, and you look down and you see that you have a whip, and it has a turquoise handle, like a turquoise plated handle to it.
Yum.
You think to yourself that you don't know how to use it, and then you realize that you do.
I love it.
You had to give her a
Your
whip.
outfit is like lit right now. All
You just leveled up in
like,
Lion
what?
Chamber. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, thanks a lot, Angela,
awesome.
for that whip.
That's
And you
awesome.
know where. You're welcome, Corey. And you know where.
You find that at darkeport.com.
and you know where that skill comes from. That this other version of you, slightly older, but really just a different track. That she must have trained with it. Because you feel like even in your offhand, you would still be accurate with it. Okay.
Gracianda Jones.
So you're in.
But I'm proud of it.
You're in the red field. I don't have the calendar with me right now. I'll update that. I need to update that there's another day. Yeah.
Yeah, 32 days.
You're in the red field now, and it stretches for actually not as far as the eye can see now. Now, it did previously. Now you see there's some sort of, the hill continues, the rise continues. Still not like a knob hill, still kind of rolling and gentle. But you are seeing ahead of you shapes that you should be able to resolve at this distance, but you can't. The more perspicacious amongst you see that the shapes are probably natural shapes, maybe some sort of large trees and other foliage, and that's basically north.
And that's all we see.
Shall we continue?
Aye. Everyone all right?
Yeah. Are you all right?
I'm better. Better now.
Your hand, Titus, still prickles with some sort of unearthly sensation of warmth that you attempted on pure instinct to heal this other, you don't really have a word for it exactly, but broken or diseased part of yourself. Path not taken, path yet to be taken, you don't know. But you do know that he was wavering and clinging to existence until you attempted to heal, and then he's evaporated, literally evaporated, like mist before the noontime sun.
I think we should go forward.
Aye then.
Let's do it.
All right, north, always north. You continue on. Initially, make a wisdom roll for me. I know it's a hard check for you. But,
That's hard. It used to be.
well, insight's not as hard.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still down.
9.
9. You can feel one of these new avenues inside of you wanting to come out to play, And it doesn't feel violent. Actually, it feels quite the contrary. It feels almost reflective, quiet, and internal, which is a new sensation for you because so many of your extraordinary talents are geared toward the physical and toward the outer world. But you are, choice by choice, shaping yourself into something far beyond even what the Dread Mother initially created. Do you want to sit with that? Do you want to kind of compartmentalize that while you're trying to finish the mission? Something else you want to do with that as you feel it kind of stirring inside of you?
I think I'm gonna. We're moving on, so I think I'm gonna kind of hang back into the side a little bit and process this new awareness.
Okay. With advantage, go ahead and make another wisdom check. If you can get it. If not, it's okay. Both of them.
Really bad.
Both of
Yeah,
them.
no, they're really bad.
Okay, it's not time.
It misses me.
It's not time.
Okay.
Too caught in the moment.
You're almost sure you can track it down when you have quiet. It's right now though you probably are a little too mission oriented, and you've been shoving so hard for so long to try to get to this place now. It makes sense. Okay. All right, you continue. It feels like at the same time you're walking for torches and mere moments. They're kind of breaths and heartbeats where you can feel the weariness and the accumulation of these days. But to I believe it was John Lennon, to badly paraphrase John Lennon, there are weeks where there are decades where nothing happens, and then there are weeks that feel like decades. And here it's, you've only been here for a handful of days, and you're really feeling that duality now.
It's still the red field that we're walking through?
It's red-ish. You see it's probably maybe 8 parts red and 2 parts. You're beginning to see this other lily more and more that you'd been seeing before the red field, the one that you guys gathered the seeds from.
Is it pink or?
No, it's white.
White.
Yeah. It looks like Maiden's Favor, but it's not. It's broader, and remember, Maiden's Favor grows on the huge bushes. This is coming basically out of the ground. Okay. So...
Can I just... Do I ever seen this flower before?
No, remember, this was the same one, and nobody in Germentum had seen it before.
Oh, okay, same flower, different color.
Same color, white, the whole time.
Okay. Oh, that one.
There's the
right,
white
yeah,
and then the
right.
red. Then
Yeah,
the white.
yeah. Main's Favor is white. Like a famously like a pure, beautiful white with a little bit of like a gold stem. This one, the stem is much reduced, and some versions of it don't even have a flowering stem at all inside. And finally, it coming into focus, and you see what looks like the beginnings of some sort of trees.
Are there any insects or any wildlife at all? Mm-hmm. Okay, just want to make sure.
Nope. And you are about. You guys have a little bit of food left. I'm going to say that you've been refilling your water as you've been going along.
Sure.
But you're about. You have like one more day of food, and then that's it. So you have plenty of survival skills, so you'd be okay on the island. But it would definitely slow your pace down if you had to start hunting and gathering. Mm-hmm. As you apparently leave the red field, there's still the Relly out there, those oversized poppies, but it's now about a half and half mix. Still pretty thick, but maybe not just replete with them. Now you can avoid stomping on them if you want to. And you start to see in amongst these trees, which are in rows, almost like an orchid, a huge orchid that you're coming into ahead of you. Often various distances, and there is a larger shape but as you're looking at it, sometimes it looks kind of domish, sometimes it looks a little bit more skinny, sometimes it looks more like a keep, so it's more like a square with 4. It kind of is morphing a bit as you're looking. And then you have these other figures off to the sides, off to the northeast, northwest, as you're passing them, that look like immobile people.
Are we walking past the trees yet, or have we?
About to.
Okay.
About to enter into those rows.
When I start walking into those rows, I want to count my paces in between each tree to see if they are planted and/or.
That's smart, Donnie.
Yeah.
That's really smart. Actually,
Fate of the Eight.
actually, trees. I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you roll. That was such an astute question. No, they are. There is an intelligent mind behind these. They're the pacing. They're about 15 feet in between each tree, and the trees are old enough, large enough certainly now, that for the most part the branches are overlapping.
Is there a certain variety of tree or specific?
Yeah.
Well, they look much more like the trees that you would find around Juramentum, and not like the bogs at all. These are beautiful,
Not even like the ones when we first walked in on the island either.
full flowered. These look more like home.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, there were quite a few trees that were unknown to you.
I would just like immediately try to understand like what the frozen figures are. Like, are they
Yeah.
real? Are they not? Like, I'd be.
I'm gonna take a walk over. You won't come with me.
Okay, is the whole group staying together, or are those two going?
safety
I'm still in
reasons.
contemplation, but I am going to investigate my own frozen figure.
You haven't seen one of you yet.
Oh, they.
It's different. I'm about to whip out and show you some of them that you saw. But,
Okay.
And now I can see how you might. So you see.
I'm a frozen figure.
No, I see what you said though. Like,
Do you want to go to one of the smaller ones, or do you want to go to one of the larger ones?
Frozen figures?
smaller for me.
That was quick, Randy. Okay.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Let's stay as a group for safety reasons.
Okay.
You go, and at first you wonder this being might be a Kithki, because they're, but then as you get closer, you see it looks just like a man who's crouched and prowling. You see a wicked-looking serrated blade in his hand.
Go to the big one.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wander over to the big one by yourself. That's right. We split the party.
Nope. The serrated blade in the
Yeah.
hand.
So you have that, and he's crouched. He has a. Yeah, you guys have ample time. Although I'm kind of interested to see how you would interpret that. For this one, I'll just tell you though, what looks like a predatory gaze on his face, where he's closing it. You recognize
He's
it.
frozen in time.
You recognize him, Eric. It looks. I mean, it looks just like you. While he's creeping up for a kill. So it's a smaller human. Like maybe he was not be that large in real life. But the reason you thought he was a Kithki is because he had crouched down so low and was creeping. So that's the first one. The figures you are looking at them. They're not stone figures, but they're not metal either. You don't actually have a word for what you're looking at, for what you're. I don't want to assume you touched them.
They look like frozen in time individuals, or is there any sort of casing that we can see around them?
Like a specter of like an image after image almost.
Not. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Merrick.
Not 20.
Yep. Golly.
Wow. Okay.
Job.
And you're
You dented the table.
You have proficiency. You have proficiency in investigation, right?
I do, yes. It's
Nice work, buddy.
plus 4 on that.
Okay. Proficiency, but not expertise, right? Yep. Okay. Probably your best investigator out of the fellowship takes his time You look over it, and you're seeing minute details that if this was carved from the hand of a sculptor, they must have had just an unreal amount of attention to detail. So, for example, there's the drip there's the sheen of, and this is colorless, so they actually managed to convey the specific, peculiar way that the poison of Ansera's kiss hangs on a blade.
Wow.
And there is a specific pattern because of how it's made, and it's a suspension of various items, and it likes to flow in a certain way. And you're looking at that, and that you've never seen that level of skill before. The person,
Even in Arbella, I mean, we've noticed
not like that. Because remember, with well, that was also a different timeline. Your character doesn't remember that much of that, but
I went and picked him up. So I'm trying.
even okay, when he was a kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, we didn't role play through that, but yeah.
Arbella, you were in no, he was in Macaria. He was in Macaria. Yeah, he was in Macaria. So you've never been to Arbella, but you've seen. You've seen some fine statuary. You have some very skilled Kithki in the city, obviously. But this is a whole other, like, you don't even know how a tool would make the individual pits in his face. Like he had really bad acne and was scarred, maybe as a child. And you see these individual pits there. You can almost smell this guy.
Hawkmark.
Anyway.
Markarian steel. I'm thinking of the Markarian steel, maybe that they had some sort of.
It's closer to that. It's closer to that, Corey. With the 24, if there's any other question you want to ask, you may. And I'll let you write off of that for a good many of these other ones.
The colors are as pure as can be.
I'm going to use the modern term for it. Obviously, your character would not have it. It's not exactly, but it looks like chrome. So it has an iridescence to it that doesn't exist in the ancient world. Okay. Macarian steel is the closest thing that your character would have ever seen.
That's a whole statue, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Not displayed.
Also, if this is Macarian steel, then each of these statues is like an emperor's ransom.
Yeah.
You know.
And is there any signature at all, or
No.
marking that might give a?
No, with the 24, I'll tell you. Yeah, you're looking. You don't see. And again, any artist doing this would put something there, even if it was just a little symbol or having a little fun. I'm going to hold off and say you're not entirely sure on that until you check 2 or 3 more, and then you can make sure that there's not something that you've overlooked in terms of like.
Can I equate this to like a weird hold person, like almost like encased in metal?
You are free to equate it to whatever you would like to. Your character is intelligent enough to have whatever thought.
And is the size exaggerated, or is it like our size, like a huge?
It looks like a small man.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it'd be bigger.
I have questions though too.
Sure. Yeah, go.
I'm looking over at this specific statue, and then what other statues might be nearby. Are they all facing the same direction, going towards something? Or are they just sort of scattered looking at this way or that way?
That is such a good question.
Yay.
You haven't seen enough of them yet because you have to remember, there's kind of still that distortion going on where you can't see as far as you should be able to, almost like there's just a general, not a fog, but there's like a general haze through this entire area.
Okay.
So you're registering this. Some of the most skilled of the priestesses have an ability to play with perception and to obfuscate areas and to even make people like tricks of light and make them think they're seeing something. And you're feeling a certain. You're the only one who's experienced this before, because your mother's hypnotized you before and done other things. So you're feeling some sort of almost deep waters, aka psychic pressure. It's subtle, but it's like just all through the area, and you don't think it's a physical thing that's preventing you from seeing very far. Okay. Yeah, from what you can tell, the ones that you can kind of make out that are close enough, Randy, they're pointed different directions, but again, I'm going to hold off until your character knows, until you've seen for sure 3 or 4 others. Like, he needs to look at 3 or 4 more.
My God, these things are sculpted.
Don't touch it.
I'm not touching it. I'm outlining. I'm pointing at it.
Okay.
And one final thing before I leave the Merrick-esque statue. I'm actually going to get down to about the same eye level that he's on.
Okay.
And he looks like he's intent on someone or something at this point.
Absolutely.
Correct. I'm going to go right behind him and try to follow his gaze to where he might actually be looking at.
Nice.
So good, Randy. So good. You go out, and because you have just entered the orchid orchard. Sorry. This one's just looking out, basically kind of at an angle, maybe southeast back toward where you came from.
And are the other ones similar sizes to us, or just different? I mean, they look like some sort of
No. They're all
different?
They're all kinds of different sizes.
How many in total?
You don't know because you can only see so far. There at least, I mean, you can from where you're at right now, you can see at least half a dozen.
And how many? Where's the next one in relation to the one that everyone's looking at?
Maybe about 40 feet, and you'd have to cross one of the rows of trees to get there.
Oh, so it's like either side of the trees.
They're kind of like scattered. Yeah, like imagine multiple orchid rows, and then they're kind of just scattered. They do seem to be closer. This is part of your 24, Corey. They do seem to be congregating around the trees. They're not hugging the trees necessarily, but so far you haven't seen any of them that are just sitting out in the middle of one of the rows.
And do all of them have expressions on their faces?
I haven't seen enough yet.
The ones I've seen so far.
Yeah, you've only seen the one.
I'll
go with theory.
I have a theory as well that
You first.
that whatever they faced turned them into this.
One's close to that. One found they made it past the poppies, made it into here. I don't think they made it past here.
I don't either.
I don't think this is a god power.
Many have tried and they've all failed before.
Right.
There is something quite strange in the air. Perhaps we go look at the others.
Together.
Agreed.
Do not touch them. They literally were sealed with whatever.
Do you go to the closest one? You want to go to one of the bigger ones? Do you want to go to one of the ones that looks like it's riding something?
The one that's writing something.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can read it.
All right. You get closer to them. This one looks more quote unquote normal. The rider does, until you get a good look. First off, it's very difficult to tell if it's male or female. They have that kind of hard angular look, but it could be a slender fit woman, or it could be, it's hard to say exactly. But the rider is on top of some sort of beast you haven't seen before either. Titus and Wesa are the two characters who might have run into this before, so both of y'all make nature checks.
Could I have heard a story from a passing peddler, maybe?
No.
With my animal?
10.
9.
Ha.
With animal handling?
As
Because I was going with nature with
as a
them.
proficiency?
It's a stretch. It's a higher DC, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to work the animal handling.
I got a 17.
17?
Yes.
Nah, that's not high enough. Sorry. Good try though. Good.
Does it
good
look
thought.
like the way they're scatter facing that they're all running away from the center of the trees, or the way the facings are?
No. And this one is riding. It looks. All of you have seen cats before. It looks like they're riding a giant cat. And the cat does have some armor in it.
Cat has armor. How big?
Big, like as big as Lady Vale's equine.
Thundercat toe.
Interesting. And
Not as big as an Arpo, though. Not that big.
okay. And what's the expression on this person and cats?
Determined, maybe a little fierce.
Okay.
Can I kind of turn over to see if there's anything that I can read on what they're writing?
Nothing. You don't see anything written. You feel like it's a woman after like really closely studying.
Okay.
There's something unusual about the features, and kind of both Merrick and Wesa hit it at about the same time at different ways. Her ears are pointed like a Kithki's.
She's not small like a Kithki.
No, she's human. She's human-sized, but
Is her ears like the Storm Wardens?
Yes, but she's bigger than him by a fair bit.
Yeah.
Her weapon also looks like some sort of weird, very long staff with a split head. So this is a weapon you haven't seen before.
And is there anything that looks similar, like clothing-wise, between the person we just saw and this new person?
God, you guys are asking some damn good questions. I wish I want to bend the story some, but I just can't roll that way. Doesn't look like it, no. But perhaps that tells you something too. In fact, I'll go so far as to say, since you asked that specific question, the clothing looks way too heavy, like way too hot for this environment.
Like they were winter.
More like past the Obex Mountains and into the ice, into the northern expanse.
And
Yeah.
both of them?
No, just her.
Okay.
Just her.
Out of time. Okay. And is there like any disturbance around like the earth?
You do see occasional signs, unlike in the Red Field, where it was kind of eerily pristine sometimes, or almost like somebody just did a copy and paste of it. You do see signs of damage to the earth, like where maybe what she was riding had dug its claws in for traction and then gouged. But any edge has been softened by the passage of time. You haven't seen it rain here, so obviously you're not exactly on the island anymore, but you kind of still are. You're in this weird halfway house, so you don't know if it rains in the Red Field, and you don't know if it rains in this weird orchard.
Yeah, along those lines, any signs of fresh tracks or disturbance of the grass or crushing of the lilies that we haven't stepped on yet to show signs?
Not fresh, no.
Okay.
No.
But present.
Present, though.
Yes.
Kind of instilling.
It does not look like they just apparated here the way that the Warden of the Storm did. It looked. I mean, you can, especially on the larger beasts, which would have done more disruption to it. Nalishli, that same thing in you is stirring. It's stirring a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want to touch. You have this moment where you kind of want to touch, but you know that they're talking. Don't touch them, you know. But
I know. I was feeling the urge.
Were you?
Yeah.
We're looking this way. You're just like, well, fine.
Yeah,
I'm not going to make you make a roll yet to resist it, but the urge is starting to build up in here.
Mm-hmm. Scale 1 to 10. How strong is that urge?
Like a 2, soon to be a 3.
Oh, okay.
Noticeable, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly kind of inch closer to.
She looks fascinating. I mean, she's in full flight. She has this weird. I'll use the word again for the player. She has this weird split lance that it looks like she's charging something with.
So they're all in motion
on this beast. The two that you've seen so far. Yes.
They may all be in motion, which means they were taken while.
It was stopped. Yeah.
They were stopped midway in process.
Yeah, they probably didn't know that would happen. Because they don't look like they're bracing.
No.
All the good, they probably still don't know.
I want to take a close look at Nalishli, like her kind of skin, and then kind of look in and see if they're almost like a construct, like similar like that. The same build. Like.
You don't see.
No.
You don't see any similarity in that sense. Go ahead and make an investigation roll.
Okay. Am I still at disadvantage?
Yay. You rested all night, right?
No, he still has one level.
Investigation. That is a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have 1 point.
As opposed to 3.
They're not. Yeah.
Go back to 5.
Yeah,
Let's make it interesting.
Yeah, because at 2 you were still at half movement. You're at full movement now. You don't see anything to suggest that they're defined constructs, but they're certainly constructed. I mean, that's obvious. This is not a natural phenomenon. None of
Knowing
you.
that the clothing and the skin are both of that same. It's almost like, oh, okay, we know that everything about them was just kind of changed.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I have two questions. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
I have two questions. I'm going to take a walk around the cat and the person themselves. I'm going to see if there's any kind of sigil that is a repeating pattern that might be on like the armor of the cat, on the person wearing clothing, something like that. That implies they might be part of a guard, might be part of a city, a state,
family.
so on and so
Make
forth.
an investigation check.
Hey, and that's now. That's
one of your proficiencies. Now. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, goddess of truth. Goddess of truth.
It's still a 14 though.
Okay. It is difficult to see certain things in relief because it's all basically chromed out now. So something that would have been easier to see in life with color to contrast. But and again, you've only seen two now, and this is the first one. She might have some sort of sigil on her left pauldron, which, if you had to guess, you think is leather, not metal. Like he has metal, he has that Lorica segmenta pauldron going on. Hers looks like it's just one piece and looks like it was leather instead of metal.
These beads were encased in this stuff.
Oi, is this anything important? As I'm looking at both of you two at this point,
I'll look at the.
I want to point out directly where I saw it on the shoulder. Might be a sigil.
Yeah, I'll look at the sigil, and I also want to look at the blade and see if there's anything from like stories I may have remembered reading as a boy.
So, Corey, you can see this. I actually didn't draw this out, but basically, like think of a V, but think of two wavy lines making the V coming down. So it's very simple,
Right.
but it maybe it was just scratched, or that was how her armor was, but it's too symmetrical. But it looks so simple for a sigil. Like you've never seen a house sigil that is just like literally two wavy lines converging.
That looks like a V. Oh, I'm kidding.
Make let's see.
Versus lightning bolts type of thing.
Yeah, not lightning bolts. It's like snake. Yeah,
like snakes? Okay,
Think more
okay.
like snakes twining, but there's no head or anything like that. I mean, it's literally just wavy lines. Make a history roll, Tony.
Damn, that's a nat 20 and a 4, so a 6.
Oh man, that sucks.
Should have died in my room.
Okay,
It looks like a snake.
you feel
Maybe.
you feel like it's not the sigil that catches your attention. There's something about the weapon that you feel like you should know it, but you don't. If and when you ever get rid of your last level of exhaustion, you can make that roll again. So make a note if you want.
Oh, for sure.
I'd like
you-
to.
Because you did get
also-
a nat 20.
Sorry, I'd like to
No.
also walk closer to Cat Lady
Okay.
and just notice if I feel any tingly sensations or anything that is speaking to me.
That was actually my second question.
The you don't feel anything in particular, Marcus. You just like now it like notches up to maybe a 4. You just
So the closer I get-
you just really want to touch her. It's not like I said. We're not quite at a roll to make a wisdom check to resist it yet. But
I'm just gonna hover like my hand just right over the surface of this thing.
Do it.
Pull my hand back quickly. What?
Do not touch. Make him alive again. Whatever it is.
Well, she might be able to feel something different. We all have different talents here.
It's too beautiful to not touch.
I wouldn't say that, but
Can we check out a few others to get a little bit more
Yes.
consolidated information and then make a decision to touch one?
I think that's best.
Or we could just touch it now.
yeah, that's not. Let's look for a couple more. But then, maybe. Oh no, something's here, and this is important.
okay, you continue on.
Before we leave, I want to look directly at the face and just be like, does it look scared?
No, she looks
stoic.
focused and attack. She looks like she's in full charge, full battle.
Like taking out
okay.
time.
I thought she was reading.
No.
Oh, what am I thinking?
I went to her because I thought she was writing something.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But
Riding.
writing.
Sorry.
Versus writing.
I must not have
Oh, no.
articulated that well.
No, you're good.
She's right.
We all miss
I
it.
got that was the cat thing came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then no, I don't want to touch this one. All right.
The next one in line, if we can see like the, is it?
This one. So the next one in line is a ways down.
Let's see if we go further north and find the one that's closest.
There are closer ones to the east and west, but there's one further down north that you can just see. And this one does not look human.
Ooh.
So as you approach it, you're going north.
You guys agree?
Yes.
North, that's good.
Okay. As you get closer to it, you see wings that look like they're folded up and touching each other. You see a snout. You see scales. You see a tail that's curled in on itself. It is smaller than Tecpottle, and it's the same chrome substance, but it is undoubtedly probably a very young dragon.
Wow.
And it too has been created, frozen. You don't know yet, but it's there.
As a dragon whisperer now, do I get a sense of what that posture means?
You speak their language, but you haven't had a chance to review the files in the Oxcon. You can make an animal handling roll, and Marcus, you can as well if you want.
I think he's about to do a breath weapon. That's what I think he's about to do.
22.
22?
I'm telling you, I'm
got a
feeling
nat
really
20.
connected to that.
Okay.
We're gonna tell everybody what to look at.
Okay.
If you didn't have to freaking roll an extra one, you would have had one too.
Oh no.
You 22. Wow. No. Okay. You basically both feel like, and you don't know exactly why this is, but the way that the wings seem like quite deliberate. And then the way that the tail is entwined, again, there's a certain delicacy to it. And you both get the sense that it is a female dragon. And you also get the sense that it's either going to use a breath weapon or that it's about to work will.
So just to kind of get the picture, this is way up north, and then these other three that we saw, the other two are right here, right?
They're 40 feet apart. So basically, Corey, think of them as you're going up this orchid lane that you're kind of bouncing between the trees.
Yeah, but it is the last one.
Here, no.
We've seen so far.
Oh, there's more so far.
No. This
Keeps going.
The orchard continues. I keep saying orchid. This orchard continues on.
Of those three, were they all facing the same direction?
No, they're all facing different
facing
directions.
different-
So I think I have a bit more of my working theory here, is that these people, as I just motioned all the statues,
And creatures.
yes, them, were able to make it past the poppies, but at varying lengths to wherever north always north is,
They got stopped.
because they failed their test.
Something.
So that little creature back there, as I went back to the small figure, probably failed right away. The woman who was determined, was it a woman? The creature, the rider who was
Beast
determined.
lady.
Yeah, had more internal fortitude and focus. Probably made it a bit farther. A dragon, if that's what this is, probably has a sense of will that's stronger than most, I would say. Possibly these two.
So if we go past the way of a stronger will than a dragon.
So every person that it's a young dragon.
But how does that account for the different attire? Why would that woman have been so clothed?
A place at a time, maybe. Maybe this island is at all times, at all places, at all one. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff, but
Okay.
I believe they did make it past the puppies. Tesserin said that people have made it past her before. So
Those.
yeah. So that's my working theory so far. We'll find out more as we go. But I'm thinking that
I hope we can put them to rest.
they all came in here knowing what they were coming into. They might not know the specifics, but they knew it was dangerous. They might be at rest.
That doesn't look.
If I look up around, what time of day? Is it?
Y'all started off pretty early, so it's coming up on high sun now.
Have any of us wondered where our other selves came from? What if these are beings waiting for their counterpart to arrive?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is a second test compared to the first one we went through with the red field.
I just wonder if these are real people or constructs like the ones we just battled.
They look pretty real, but frozen in chrome.
Ready.
You don't have the word chrome.
All right, frozen in Barkarian steel.
Magic. It's magic.
Is there anything else I get from this dragon? Like, again, are there marks around the earth?
It looks like a different, like the face of it looks different than Tecpottle's.
Okay.
I mean, it's clearly a dragon.
But they're not like related, you think?
You don't think so? No. You don't even know if it would be green.
Interesting.
Obviously, you get that too, Marcus.
Shall we keep looking?
I'm curious how these things are placed and if we can make any sense out of it.
No place where they
If
were.
you'd let me touch it, then we might.
I was about to ask.
Who can write here?
Who can write?
Can you draw? You can draw.
Yeah.
I can.
We plot these out where they're at. I'm curious if we look at it from a distance, if it makes anything.
All right, I can do that. Just get
You
my-
start,
Does it feel
start mapping it out.
Is it feeling like you should touch it? Or is it feeling like you just kind of want to?
I'm feeling like I want to and I should. Now.
As we never each other.
What's the worst that can happen?
You could become one of those. They could wake up. All of them could wake up at once, and they could attack us.
How about this? How about I touch it with Winter's Harvest?
I don't think that'd be a good idea. I think.
This domain is not.
Well, if it's a matter of touching, I'd suggest you touch it opposed to Winter's Harvest, because it's whatever it is.
And then we all get behind it instead of in front of it.
Perhaps you should find a smaller one, but I kind of want to touch it too.
Or perhaps we should.
But not the dragon. But not the dragon.
Where's the trust? Where's the love?
Who goes there?
Do you recognize
Do
the
I
voice?
know you?
You hear this voice just out there.
Oh, wait.
Dithering. I'm not Tipo. I'm Vibo.
Jesus.
Tipo is that lays about little brother of mine.
My God.
How do you know about Tipo?
I've had the pleasure of spending time in his abode.
A little cramped for my tastes, huh?
I agree.
And the voice is kind of shifting and changing, so you're having to turn to address it.
What's a Tipo?
Look at you. Wanting to touch my pretties.
Is doing.
What are you doing here?
Gardening.
You have wonderful symmetry with the trees.
Thank you. But I'm trying to understand. Are you tulips? Or are you lilies?
And you see a creature walk out from one of the trees about 100 feet ahead of you, and suddenly that pressure is diminished, or at least lit up, and you can follow him. And you see this diminutive fish, smaller than you, smaller even than Granny touched him.
Wow.
Just trundling along, and it just looks like a mess of hides and hair and gristle and beard.
Wesa, what is this thing?
This is a very powerful creature. Best to take this very seriously.
It's a Tipo.
I can't explain.
Okay.
Lives in a
Thank
tree.
you for welcoming us to your garden, Vipo.
Lives in a tree.
Now we'll see if you're gonna stay, huh?
We prefer not to. But
And if we were in Geramentum, that would matter. But here, in my garden, we entertain my preferences.
And what might those be?
absolutely.
I need to see. I told you. I need to see what kind of flower you are.
What would you like us to do?
Are you following him
Yeah.
as he's walking? He's going north.
Sure.
North.
What were these flowers? Well, these tulips and lilies.
Oh, that.
It just gives you a little sardonic laugh, and walks in silence for a while. And you walk maybe a torch. As his little legs just keep going.
Would it help if we carried you there? Faster?
It's probably a little premature to be touching, but if you want...
He turns around and you see a little light silver glitter around his first two fingers.
I'd be more than happy to take all your cares away.
Merrick.
I don't need that sort of
We
healing.
will walk ourselves.
We'll walk ourselves.
And then
Well, here you are. Your eyes aren't worthy to see.
and you do see this dome-like thing now, just past him, and the concentration, that distortion, the obfuscation is intense around this thing. But it's not in the general area, and now you can look around more or less freely, and you see a lot of these figures. There may be, like, within view, there are scores of them, close to 100 of them are here.
More tulips?
I get cranky when I don't get my nappies.
Then why don't you have a nappy?
Well, unfortunately, I signed on for this. When it was time for my people to leave, and Tenderheart did what he was born to do, I said I would tend the gardens. Much more efficient than that soft-hearted, chatty little Loy, don't you think? I mean, look at this. Look at how many creatures have come. But not all, to be fair, not all from the island. You aren't entirely wrong, some of you. I've come to think of them as my menagerie.
That's really lovely. Yeah.
Well, I do love a good metaphor.
Were they frozen or dead?
I hope you like a good metaphor. Because now we're going to play a little game.
I love games.
Or I'm contractually obligated to tell you sorry, that there's a little... Yeah, there is a little of that, Corey.
Reparation!
That there is an escape hatch. You see that little gazebo over there?
Do we see the gazebo?
Now that it's almost like it didn't exist until he pointed it out to you. And now you can see just past this row of trees, there is a break in the monotony. And you see a comfy little gazebo there. It even looks like somebody laid tile around the outside of it. It's not grand, but it looks welcoming. He says, "That can get you out of here. I'm not going to do this Lucida to home ridiculousness. That's soft. You need to walk. But if you want, you can take what you've learned and you can go. And I will send you to Crystal Remembrance. Or, unfortunately, that Loy helped you a little more than it should have. Because I'm not supposed to have
an emissary here, and I'm not supposed to have a Bellator Sanctus. Well, you're an emissary for sure. We'll see about you, Sonny.
I think we will too.
But I can smell the gold on you. So, if we don't kill you or turn you into one of my menagerie pretty soon, there's just not going to be any taking it back out of you. Believe me, I've seen this affliction plenty of times.
Affliction.
Understood.
So, now I have to play this little game.
If you say so.
It's your garden.
Is that a lack of enthusiasm, Missy?
I just...
Don't you love games? Everybody loves
We
games.
have a friend who likes to play games we need to find.
But this game has a little bit higher stakes than some round of Succession or cribbage. This doesn't... Yes, cribbage is canonical in Terra.
Skunkish to me.
Corner on this one.
I don't believe in that.
Because you, emissary, and you, baby Bellator, are here.
This is fine.
We're actually going to have to play baby Titus and baby Bellator. We're going to have to actually play this for real. All right. Yes. The Rajad. She is my first token. And he points. She came here. That witch tried to shake me down. Well, he points over and there is a lissom. She's tall without being quite statuesque, so maybe like 5'9". This woman with wings behind her. The wings look like they are made of leather and bone, but there is an elegance to them that's undeniable. She looks to be maybe 20, 21 winters. Hard to say exactly. She's got some sort of slender curved dagger by her side. And you can almost see her, she's in mid-oration, like she's trying to persuade or convince. And can you believe she actually tried to get into me? She tried to put the mind whammy on me? Me?
Such a stupid idea.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I don't like mind whammies. I do the mind whamming around here, thank you very much. But I prefer to just dispense with the pleasantries and then I get to stare at them and polish them if I'm feeling in a good mood. All right.
Lonely here? Are you?
Yeah, I have so much company.
I can't argue with that.
So,
They are quite beautiful.
if you win, then
How do we win?
I'm getting there.
Oh.
If you win the whole game, I'll drop this obfuscation. I'll even tell you what you have to do to go inside and who has to do it. You may not like my answer, but I'll give it to you. Again, contractual obligations. If you lose, every time you lose, I get to pick a new evil to release into Terra. You have the authority now, because for some odd and unknown reason, the old girl has lost her rocker and reposed her faith in you and you. And he's, of course, looking at Marcus and Titus as he's saying that. So I suppose you can speak with her voice. Or something like that. But anyway, I feel it. I could probably squeeze a little something out of you, too, Missy. I'm not sure exactly what your relationship is with your deity, but it's there. But that's not the point. This is Tawea's island, after all. Not, Who comes with you, anyway? Doesn't smell like Rolf. He does a little bit. Hey, you're gonna have to get that mix-up.
Dreadmother. Descotland.
One of Koyoli. Ah. All right. That makes sense. Ah. So it's Dread Mother's age. That makes a lot more sense now, not to Locks anymore. Ah. All right. As an added bonus to sweeten the pot, every time you win, I'll tell you a little something. Mm-hmm. Just a little something. That's germane to these fools who are cluttering my orchards.
Epo, do people win against you?
Would you like to hear the rules?
Do you like to win or do you hate to lose?
I'm hearing rules.
Okay.
Rules. You have to follow the rules.
Okay.
See, that's T-Bow's problem. He went off. He just went off. Completely off. Just making things up, making those potions, sending people hither and thither.
Is this in writing?
Nice. Put that girl, that streamborn waif, that riverborn waif back to Crystal Remembrance and back to Naeus's big boo-boo. What a mistake that was. Now I have to watch out for some of you people being able to monobend. It's awful. It's awful. You don't understand what it's like being me. It used to be so simple before that man. If I would undo it, I could, but I can't, so...
So what are the rules?
Here we are.
What are the rules?
You're one of my tulips. Yes, for game purposes only. So, game purposes only, Missy. All right? I'm not trying to have you cry undue influence to the goddess of justice. That just won't do. She might even protect you. I don't know. I don't know how close the association is. All right. Don't worry. Whatever else happens, emissary, I suppose you have to walk out of here. The rest of them, though.
See about all of us.
We'll see.
We'll walk out together. Thank you.
In the first round, I'm going to whisper a word to you. You pick one of the lilies. Yeah? Pick one of the lilies.
One of the people here.
Give me your best word. I will whisper it to you. And you pick one of the lilies and get them to say it. That's all. Easy enough, huh? You'll see.
All right.
I'll explain as we go along. It's more fun that way.
And it's a fair game.
Oh, Vipo is always fair. Magnanimous, even. And he whispers into your mind a word.
Catchphrase with Vipo.
One word. No more. No less. And you must, in one word, get one of them to say what I just whispered to you.
Oh. And I can only say one word?
One and one only.
Can she make a motion?
Can she write the word? You said you
A
explained it.
very small motion, but no cheating, and I'll be the judge of it.
Gray areas.
Gosh.
No writing.
Okay. You can do it. So can we. The four of us, yes. One of it.
I would position my body towards Marcus.
Oh boy.
Better games.
But I'm speaking to everyone. I'm just positioning my body towards him. I can only say one word. Oh, I want to say two.
He's a tulip too. Pick one of these lilies.
These lilies.
Are we always alone?
I thought
I
it
have
was
to pick
Baby
one.
Bellator. He keeps calling me.
This is
All
for
right.
the purpose of us getting chromed.
Then I would look at Titus.
Okay.
Gosh. This is hard. This is hard. I would take out my staff.
Okay.
And I would plant it in the earth really like firmly. And I would just say, "Your," and I would stamp it.
Okay. Do it with conviction, Tatiana.
Your. Don't think.
Lord.
Fuck. What was it?
You see some of her becomes flesh colored. Actually, it becomes, her flesh is reddish and gray. And you see her cracking, but from
with
from
wings?
about here, yeah, but the woman with wings, but from about her elbows down.
Fuck.
Lilies, tulips, tulip. Choose one of these two lilies.
And he whispers this into your mind.
And one of these two.
What? Land?
One of those two. Mm-hmm.
Territory or land? That's my guess.
Oh, this is so hard.
Just stop on the ground. Looking at me. Always praying.
The heck? Germentum.
Is this all part of the same?
You get one word, Mac. Make it count.
Home.
Jeremy.
And now, this time you catch, it's very quick, but he strips some of that chrome off of her, and it actually flows back like into his fingers. And now she's, oh, well, silence. She falls silent though. She's falls silent though.
Again.
And yes, all of them have to do with the same thing.
Oh, shit, told me that before.
It wouldn't be a game if she did, or if he did.
I knew the answer.
Yes.
Commitment.
Out of character for a second. Is there emotion that comes with that?
I guess Wesa would put her hand on her heart and
Okay.
just be like. But it would be very solemn.
That's fair.
Out of character again. It's between the dream
One word.
You get one word.
Right, which obviously not the. It would be dream.
Right.
And free, but it could also be loyalty. I'm not sure. All right, so Germentum.
I mean,
Wait, are they both? They're both different.
We're all related, though,
They're
right?
all related.
So you don't know.
and out of character, the thing I said to Titus.
Which was here.
No, your.
Your.
And I put my staff down.
That says here to me. So.
Your.
Go with your first instinct, Allie.
Okay. Dream.
Thank you, Toya.
Thank you.
I got it?
Yes.
I got it?
His.
Oh.
It counts.
Thank you.
When do I get a turn? You don't. You had your turn. You're just gonna be mulch if you open your mouth again.
She turns a little of the red bleeds off because she fully believes he's capable of that.
So good.
A little ruffle of the wings, though.
Agitational.
Do you know what those are, then? You have both, little girl. You know his and you know your word. What do they mean?
So dream and your word.
What do they mean?
What larger puzzle are their pieces to?
Something great.
That depends on your perspective.
Or I guess.
Or do you want me to give him the last word to do with this thing? Your choice, but choose before you answer.
What are my options? To tell you what they mean?
What do they both mean? Or I'll give him another word in his mind. That also has to do with this larger picture.
Faith?
Is that your answer?
Aye.
Yes!
Freedom.
Free at last. May I go? No.
And now the woman whose title he used was Rajad. She makes a face, and then the face leaves her. And for the more perceptive members, I'm not going to make you roll. You see that for the rest of this encounter, until she speaks again, she just starts intently studying each of you in turn. She shuts up, composes herself, and now she's carefully trying to understand who you are and what you're doing here.
Noticing this, Wesa would try to put on a different persona.
To block it, okay. Make a deception roll.
18.
She lingers on you the longest, honestly. She starts with you. Make an insight check against her. Little battle of deception and insight here.
I got a crit, so 27.
She composes herself very well, but she comes away from you and she's hiding deep irritation. And you think that she wasn't able to pierce your veil. And with that high, she spends the most time on Marcus. And she seems bewildered by Nalishli. And then she seems happy with Merrick. And she's a little afraid of him, but all of this is like very small little twitches, and yes, she does have a tail as well. A little, a spear tail that twitches in annoyance. And he whispers another word to you.
Golly.
I just
Do
gave
I
him
have the full
wall.
spectrum of the lilies to talk to this time?
So,
As you like.
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know what those are.
How's that?
Do you? Oh, I don't. That's not a character like that. Sorry.
He doesn't. Vipo doesn't seem to care if you confer, if like the lilies are conferring amongst themselves.
We're not allowed to confer amongst ourselves.
No. Like you said, he's revealing the rules as he goes on because it amuses him.
territory. Oh boy.
Name that tune, Mike. Steve, Curtis, name that tune. You should be playing Window. Revise that thing.
So this is a different word.
But they all have to do with the same thing.
He starts.
We ask her.
He starts.
I point over to.
You don't want to do that.
She doesn't look that.
She looks like she's about to, and then she looks at him and recomposes herself.
What was her name again?
Her title is Rajad.
Rajad.
In the language of the dead, that means ambassador.
All these are ambassadors of some sort, I think.
No, she's a very particular one, but don't get distracted by that, rather.
I don't.
It's a terribly challenging game.
Well,
You see, he leans in intently and is really watching you.
Beepo, man.
You can do it, Marcus.
Yes, you can.
You're the wisest of us all.
I'm going to be using a new word that I learned from Beacon Gaius. Metropolis.
Whoa. I know that one.
Who are you asking it to?
What do you think? Well, let's discuss.
You asked it to Titus, though?
that's directly looking at him.
Okay.
Big city. We're like getting together, whispering silently. Big city? I think it was land. She stopped it in the ground. She put the staff in the ground.
Yeah.
So I think it's land.
What was the word
I think it
again?
was land.
Metropolis.
Land and dream.
Or great. The great dream. Grand. How
No,
can
she
she
said
grand?
she said your, which I think either meant oath. Like her name's oath and his was dream. So oath and dream, if it's tied together,
It's gentleman.
it's Germentum. Metropolis, it could be the city.
Gentlementrum.
You spoke it out.
Is that what?
Is that
That was my word, but that doesn't quite count because you wouldn't have used the word that he would have used again, right?
Is it gentlementrum?
No, but the larger puzzle is.
Fuck.
I will accept that.
Wait.
City was his word. Oath,
It's gentlementrum.
dream, and city.
Allie, you got it.
Yeah, good job.
He looks at you.
Well done, construct. Perhaps you'll survive yet. You smell very new.
Her name's Nilish.
I'm just fresh.
Now, lilies become tulips, and tulips lilies.
Okay.
Oh God.
And this one looks. Ah, yes. Yes.
He can't read.
Comes to the line.
You see that Oh, I did promise you a little something.
You did.
What do you want to know about her?
How to put it back in Chrome?
Rajad.
Do we each have a question? Or is there
No.
only one?
One. You can't. I'll ignore that one. And I've already answered that one. Rajad,
Right.
ambassador.
We want to know why she was here.
No, we don't.
Do we want to know if she's
Oh, a god she worships?
No, we don't.
What do you want?
And this is him just...
Do we want to know where she comes from?
No, we don't. We want to know how to fight it when we have to fight it, because we're gonna have to fight it. You've seen the way she's looking at us. You've seen the way she's looking at us.
What will make her fell?
You hurt me, she says.
What is her weakness?
We can find all the other questions once we have a safer place to work it. But if we have a carte blanche answer now, it's how do we fell it? How do we stop it?
What is her weakness is a better question.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
That's what I
Group
said.
consensus.
To you?
What is Rajad's weakness?
The Rajad.
The Rajad. My apologies. The Rajad. What is the Rajad's weakness?
Other than Chrome.
She says, not being appreciated.
That's everyone's weakness, though.
He looks over at her. You have plenty to serve up. Anything of the pure light.
It's acceptable to that.
She looks around like, and
The shadow? Yes.
all right. And as we turn Lilies to Tulips, last thing. So he looks around.
Ah, yes. That Gataka. Yes, I like that one. He had some real spirit to him. One of those shock troops. One of the Red Emperor's shock troops. Really like that. Want to see him back out in circulation. Really stir things up.
Oh, now you're planning on us to lose.
So,
Fun for the game.
it just gets me fired up. I have to take my encouragement where I can find it, young man. All right. So,
Goes us.
that will be the next thing that I release. And I'm sure he'll get along just fine with the ambassador. After all, they were playing for the same side 2 centuries back, you know.
What does it look like?
It looks pretty horrific. It kind of looks humanoid, but it's got spikes growing off of it. It's a fashion victim. It's got some weird looking kind of hooked and clawed daggers. Skin color you can't tell. There's some sort of weird separation, almost like it's a kind of homunculus from the musculature, where it's like not quite human. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass this around as that's what he's pointing to, the guitar. So,
one of those.
Find a nickel. What am I gonna do about that?
so as and those were one of the figures that Prue got us. So thank you very much, Prue, if you're watching.
Oh, thanks, Prue.
Yeah,
Horrific.
from her late husband. So as we contemplate Lilies becoming Tulips and Tulips becoming Lilies, and they continue to deal with this bizarre creature, we're going to go ahead and roll into a trivia question, and then we'll have our break. So we have fresh minds when we come back
Yeah, you guys answer a question.
for this little high-stakes game, because we now have a Rajad out in the world.
Oh boy.
Okay, so the trivia question is, and this one's a little tougher. After the Battle of the Bloody Tower, the incomplete watchtower was renamed. What was it renamed to?
Don't answer.
And this one is not theoretical. It actually has a name.
And as a bonus to that, who caused it to be renamed? Interested for that answer? All right. Thank you very much. It was Tico. We'll see y'all in about 15 minutes. Thank you.
Ooh, golly.
Why limit your imagination? In the tabletop role-playing space, customization is everything, especially when it comes to your character. Whether you're a player, a painter, or a master of tales, your character is what matters most. Using high-quality, fully customizable miniatures, you can be built for battle with Eldritch Foundry.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
We lift our voice to greet the rising sun. Your splendorous touch burns away the dark. With a soft golden hue, your world is made anew. We follow the path you've laid.
Not that.
Welcome back, friends. As we
getting prepped and ready.
As we practice psychically sending words back and forth to each other. Hey, that's great.
Angel loves dialysis.
It's good training. It's good training. All right. So, tulips become lilies. Lilies become tulips.
Now we have to sing until it blows out. You guys messed up.
You're too quick with that. It's a good problem.
It's sad.
Quick draw.
Thank you, Grim Reaper, for your 5 gifties. Yay! Always
Grim, you're
appreciate
so
it.
cool.
And we finally have a question that did not immediately get answered.
Great.
So there we go.
All right,
We have
awesome.
to dig. So if
Let people go.
you want to put it into the chat, put it into the chat. Or if we're off stream and you find it or it comes to you, then put it in one of the comments.
Don't ask me.
I'll pin that.
I don't know.
Don't ask Donnie. Donnie doesn't know.
I don't know anything.
I know nothing. I know nothing.
He's looking around.
You ever have somebody whisper into your brain?
I?
Good.
He whispers a little something.
A little something.
Don't trust you.
Whatever.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
To you?
Sure.
Can I do it like that? Will you see it?
We have to go
Or do I need to go whisper?
You lip sync with it?
Oh,
This is out of character, by the
Write
way.
it on the card and send it back.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That works. Well, the same size.
A telepathy
It doesn't work in
index
real life.
card.
Telepathy index card. Hey, we're old school here at
You
Darkeport.
too could have an Elon Musk chip in your head, and we can avoid that.
I know nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to. I knew that.
No, you're right.
Okay. Cool.
You're right. And that's a good that's a good question. That's
Yeah.
a good question to ask. We'll tell everybody at the end. And Sydney should be typing the rest of the answers as we go. Sorry, faraway friends, I meant to do this. So the audience, if you want to look in the chat, you can. She's going to have the answers going in the chat.
Oh.
DM me.
Oh my God! Something's happening with my mom. I gotta take this.
It's a real emergency.
Oh. Sydney, what did you say? Yeah. What's the weather?
Okay.
Who's your Lily?
Okay. Titus.
Domine.
The head.
I got that one.
Now, do you want another word for this little one, you, Kithki, or do you want to pass him your word, and he gets a chance? Your choice.
I will pass him mine.
Okay, so in character, she whispers it to him.
Actually, just look at the character, but out of character.
Yeah.
But
No, it's cool. For the immersion, it's better. And you only have Wesa now, because there are only two on one side this go.
Interesting word. All right, Wesa. I'm trying to figure out if this is legal or not for me to do this.
We got the card system.
Yeah.
Send a question to God.
Can I say this or not?
It has to be a single word.
This guy's written a novel.
Can I say that word?
I know what it is.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah. If you think that's the best way to convey it, sure.
I don't like that.
He looks at you. Matrician.
Matrician? Matrician?
As he's mentioning, yeah. And he's a patrician. And he's a patrician.
Patrician.
All right. And what's the I'll give you a guess then. What's the larger puzzle?
Okay, hold on. Give us a minute. We're going to talk about this for a second.
Patrician.
We have
With
just
all the other
characters.
words.
Can we?
Patrician.
Or just, is this another game?
Patrician.
Oath.
Another go.
But does it connect to oath, dream?
Just patrician.
Just patrician.
Hurry now, you're on my time.
Chosen. Scientist.
Patrician.
Chop chop.
Divinity.
Fate.
Are we not allowed to all discuss?
Are we all allowed to discuss
Just
it?
those two. Yeah.
And this isn't going to make a move if we get it wrong, right? Because we already got the answer right. Okay. No, it's a dream.
5 flickers.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Chosen.
No. All right, Kithki. He sends it to you.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I don't get I don't get one.
What did you say?
Okay.
He said no.
Asshole.
I mean, to look at that. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just looked right at it.
I'll get to choose between these two.
Yeah, because both of them have been picked now.
Marcus. Oh boy. You are tricky.
Tap tap.
Do you grow any other flowers here?
No, of course.
Oh, I just always talk about lilies.
Look again. Do you see a whole panoply of them?
Inclusive.
Touched his hand, just to his heart. The military, because that's a military. It's a military gesture.
But what's the word? Because there's patrician, and now he's saying something else.
Military could go with that. He's the leader of the military. So
Rick, what did you say?
inclusive.
Inclusive.
Do it again. Do it again.
Inclusive.
The clepsydra flows. 10 flickers.
Yes. Inclusive. And he held out his hand like that. As an invitation. Invitation.
Okay.
Invitation.
And you notice the Rajad watching this Gataka very closely. The ambassador is watching the shot troop, looking at him, assessing him, going back to assessing you.
Can I assess him while he's assessing me?
Potentially. I'm not going to roll for that right now, though.
Recognize that have viewed me.
So, Kithki, are you passing that along to him? Or do you want me to give him a different one that still has to do with it? Make up your mind.
I'll pass it along.
No.
Hierarchy. Waisa.
Hierarchy. Patrician. Inclusive. It's not
the military. There's a military hierarchy. The military is led by the patrician. And the military has a salute. A military includes the Kithki. A military does all of that. That's my guess.
Inclusive.
Because they are inclusive to everyone. Male, female, Kithki, human.
Gosh. That word inclusive. Hierarchy. Could it be a word that was already spoken?
Yes.
That boy.
That was a better one.
I'm wondering if it's Germantum.
The Clypsedra flows.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Germantum.
Did I forget to mention that these things can attack you at any time? It turns and immediately starts sprinting. I assume you're going to get in front. Immediately starts sprinting towards y'all. All right.
Great.
Yay! Damn it.
He says, "You got it right, Missy. It was exclusive."
Oh, Jesus.
You said it earlier, but you just didn't make it the official one.
All right. We are now...
Hierarchy, patrician, exclusive. Inclusive was the one that kind of, yeah. Damn it. If I would have said opposite, though, I couldn't say it.
So you have this
following
thing
my same pattern I did last time.
charging at you.
Well, you did a rhyme, then you did the opposite.
And Titus, I'm going to put you closest. Oh, got to make sure this... God damn it. Got to make sure you can see this. Yay. All right. So we have a baby Titus. Grab you guys.
All we're doing is giving information to the Rajad. And how we fight this thing.
What'd you say?
The Rajad who's watching us so intently, we're just giving information on how we fight.
Well, we have to. Either way, we got to.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, it's
obviously we're not going to
not.
not, but...
Are there any other of those kind of crumbs statues that are near us as well?
Plenty of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any of them that don't look like they're demons? I want you to touch some.
Yeah? Yeah, maybe it should.
You have some of the huntresses. Indeterminate. There are other humans that are scattered, but nobody who's right next to you.
Cool.
Okay. Merrick.
Yes.
What are you... Oh, here we go. What are you doing? If you want to put yourself a little bit differently than that, you can, within reason.
That's good for now. Where's Alicia at?
If you done that instead of,
Yeah, I will just. I will. And how far is he from me right now?
The creature?
Yeah.
The Kataka. 30?
Have any of us seen a Kataka before?
No.
Can I sense its intent, like to come at us?
Oh, I mean, it's printing.
It's printing?
It's printing at his face because he's the closest one. Make a quick history roll.
I will shoot an arrow
10.
Yep.
At it, and I guess I'll try to shoot for a leg. I don't know if I can even do that, but I'll shoot an arrow at it then.
Okay, go for it.
No, probably not. A whopping 12.
12 does not get it. Deflects off of some of its hide. Now that you can see it in color, it's this kind of dismal purple. It has this angry red in between its articulated muscles, where the muscles look almost a bit pushed out and bloated from the slender frame, and they float a little bit like continents that are connected. And
Wait, what does? What's
the musculature
Oh, okay.
is like a couple inches up, couple inches down, sideways like that. And as the combat goes on, you'll kind of see this breathing. So it even though it's bare chested, just its hide or chitin, you're not sure yet, that has some sort of resistance in it as well. Okay, fire, and then what else, Corey?
I will move just kind of along this way a little bit.
Okay.
Just make sure I'm not near a statue. Just enough so I have a clear. I want to make sure I have a clear sight. Once it engages Titus. So.
Oh, okay.
Diagonally.
Yeah.
So over. Okay. Do you want there?
A little. Can I go a little further?
Sure.
There we go.
There. All right.
Yeah. Enough to where I'm not shooting through Marcus or anything like that. So.
Right. Wesa.
I'd like to shoot an envenomed arrow.
All right, go for it, babe. Oh, did you decide? Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Crit.
Yeah. Oh, nice. All right.
And then I'm going to roll.
Yes.
I'm going to roll.
Going to be a little roller.
Okay, so a d6.
Let's
5. So 4.
4.
And then with the venom, 3.
3, and then because it's a crit, you get another die 6.
Oh, that's so cool. I never knew that.
On top of that.
7. 4.
11. Nice. 8, and so 11 total, counting the poison. Okay.
I would have shot like straight in the center of him.
Yeah. Doesn't even seem to notice it.
So the venom doesn't count since the die rolled? It's all dice rolled.
No.
All right.
You're just as a die 6.
Trying to advocate for you.
No. That's a good one. Okay, Nilishly, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any new force that I'm aware of.
No, you feel so there's like that quiet contemplative thing, and then you feel some other strand just ferociously bubble up. Did you let it out?
Absolutely.
Okay. And there is a scream from like the depths of the pit or something. You're not even sure. It's not coming from you. It's like you're throwing it out there. And you know how you can pull in the feel of the feel of the Dread Mother?
Yeah.
This is a bit of her wrath. Roll 3 die 8.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna see. I actually don't think it made that con check. Yeah, let me know.
17.
17?
Woo!
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
Good work. And the tree of the trunk, part of it looks like somebody just took an invisible buzzsaw to it, and it shatters not quite enough to push the tree to fell the tree, but I mean it's a solid oak, and it's still. And the thing hits, to its credit, kind of shakes it off and continues, but you see pieces of its skin have been blown off, and some sort of deep red, too dark and too viscous to be blood, is beginning to ooze down its chest.
Ew.
Sing it, girl. Hell yeah.
All right, Nilishly, do you want to move?
Where am I now?
Right next to me.
Yeah.
And how many feet away is this thing from me?
15. You don't have to. Just you're reasonably well positioned right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Stand next to me.
But aren't I standing next to you?
It starts.
Within 5 feet.
Oh, I thought I was within 5 feet.
You want to get closer?
Am I not within 5 feet?
No.
Okay, yeah, within 5 feet.
Yeah, because now I guess so they try to.
So it sprints. It sprints over there. Gets right up in Titus's face. Baby Titus is
spit in his face.
And you have your. Are you sword and board right now, or do you have your great? You have your great sword
out, and I know I would.
Okay. Oof. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I just hate when they see that. Like, I hate when they do that, man. I'm just like, oh god, it's gonna be fucker. Great way to give us
Adding up
time.
dice here. Mm-hmm. Not good, folks.
Yeah, I'm down, guys. I'm assuming I am.
5 attacks.
Another fucking point of exhaustion.
All right. It attacks with its odd curved weapons, and it did exactly 31 points of damage. Which downs you.
I told you.
Okay.
Dang, my lord.
Wow. What can you do?
All right, Marcus.
Well, shit. That was just about. I have to change what I was new. How far away from? I can't see from here, but I'm right next to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kneel down, lay hands on Titus' shoulder. Right, Tway, bring him back to place. Just invoke Tway's name.
Okay.
And do a heal him.
All right. You kneel down. You feel her presence immediately there, eager to get him back into the fight. Roll the heal. You're casting it as the first level.
Yes, I'm casting it as the first level.
Okay.
5, 7. Does my healing go up by 1 because I leveled up?
Nope.
Okay, so 12.
Oh wait, no, it does because it's your modifier plus your level, I believe.
Right.
Yes, yeah, it does.
So
yeah, good
13.
call.
13.
Good call.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're prone. You do the old
Again. Oh, it's my
golden
the old dance of this goddamn island.
golden defibrillator going on there.
And then I'm gonna, with my bonus action, he's right on top of Titus right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull my shield up, and I'm going to settle in front of him, and give him just a moment of respite, so he doesn't go in for follow attack. Basically, interpose myself between him and Titus.
Titus, out of the way.
I know.
Okay. You can't force it. You're not strong enough to force it completely away, but you're trying to give it something else to think about. Okay. Good call, Merrick.
I will get.
We might turn down.
Oh wait. Yeah, no, because you don't have to roll until your turn, but you don't get a turn because you got felled.
I don't get a turn and I got felled, but doesn't he go before my turn?
No, he because you're a 13 dex and he's a 12 dex.
Oh, okay. So I didn't have to do a death save. Okay.
No death save.
Turn.
No death save. Merrick.
I will move over this way some so I get a nice shot angle on him.
Okay.
And fire.
Okay, go for it.
Much better. That'll be 25.
You get in. Roll, with the ally damage.
4, 7, plus 3, 9.
7 plus 3 is 10. Give him minus 1.
Sorry, 10. You're right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. Okay.
6 plus 4? 11, 14.
Doesn't even look at you. All right, Wesa.
Okay. I would like to know if I'm sensing I could charm this thing.
You could attempt to assert some regency on it, but you guess that it's not going to care. Like, it can't. That would be enough to prevent you from getting attacked. But unless you're trying to interpose yourself between it and him, that's not going to matter. It's going to probably keep attacking.
Well, if I put myself in between everyone else, then I kill it.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
try that.
Okay, so you're going to spend 2 regency points, try to enact a charm on it.
Most fascinating character.
What if I just did 1?
To do a charm, you have to spend 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? This guy seems really strong.
Okay. You reach out. How are you envisioning that?
Going down through my feet, through the earth, up through his feet, hooking him into
Okay.
my...
So very, very similar. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah. The head looks up at you. And you see its face, you feel its will under you for what it's worth. And you are holding onto a 200-pound slavering mad pit bull right now, psychically. That won't attack. It won't attack you, but is going to attack everything around it.
Right. Okay, can I move
Sure.
while I do that? All right, I would like to get as close as I can.
Give it a kiss.
Yeah.
A little touch.
Deliciously, I assume you let Wesa dart by you, or no?
If I sense that she has it under control.
Go
I mean, when have I ever darted right towards anything?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I will let you see if you can get its attention. This is going to be a very difficult roll because it is in combat, but you do have advantage on it because it's currently
So
charmed.
advantage? Is that what
You
you're
have,
saying?
you have advantage, but it's going to be a very high DC because it's made to kill.
And then what am I, like just a roll?
Persuasion, probably.
Persuasion, y'all?
Ooh.
Are you ready for this?
Like a 25.
Well, guess what? Girl got 25.
Okay.
Guess what?
For just
yo.
For
25 nothing.
For just a minute. And let me look this up.
I mean, I rolled a 19 and 18. Y'all, so it's really good. I don't know.
I believe.
What a waste of an advantage.
That's so great. All right, so you get there. I just need to look this up real quick. Let's see. So with advantage, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. No, that's... I should have rolled for you. That's fine. Interesting. Okay. That doesn't say in the spell. I just want to see as soon as one of y'all land an attack on it. If it... I think that breaks the spell automatically. I believe, but I could be...
Breaks my spell?
Could be wrong on that.
Well, that's if it's concentration. So somebody has attacked it.
Yeah, it's not going to attack you.
Interesting.
Very
okay. Well, we're gonna find that out. Okay. So you have a tenuous control. You're up in its face. Maliciously, for that split second, it looks like it is obsessed with her. But it's like an animal who is looking to the mistress for comfort or direction for just a moment. You want to attack, or do you want to do something else?
I would have seen that Wesa had charmed a couple times previously, so I would know what was going on.
Yes, and I normally don't let people do this because I don't think it's realistic to because people don't teleport in real life. But in this particular case, you could get behind it and attack it from behind. Because it's fixated on her right now.
All right. I'm going to swoop behind it.
Okay.
And...
You quickly adjust yourself. Are you going to be close to it, or do you want to be the square out from it, with which your weapon's reach allows you?
With my weapon's reach.
Okay, you still have enough movement, so you
Yeah.
you quickly dart around her while it's focused on her.
Yeah.
Load up, and...
Before I do anything else, do I sense any other fun stuff up my sleeves?
I like the way you think.
Maybe not immediately applicable, no.
Okay. I'm going to...
Yes! Winter's
says
Harvest.
Oh.
Ooh.
I always
I got you, boo. Okay. I'm just deciding whether I enter into a rage or not. And I'm thinking maybe not because we've got a game to play after this.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be thinking critically if I don't. So.
It's up to you.
Does this thing look like it's taken any hit at all? Like, does it look worn down at all?
It's bleeding a bit.
It's bleeding
But
a bit.
it still looks plenty. The word, the description of shock troop is in your head, and Vipo attributed this to the Red Emperor.
The Red Emperor is like Red Royal Guard shock troop.
Make of that what you will.
All right. I'm going to enter into a rage.
You feel it. Perhaps to Winter's Harvest disappointment. You don't actually feel your pulse pounding in your ears. You feel the fury, but instead of an intoxicating, overpowering rush, it's a beautiful dance running through your limbs and out into your weapon, and you feel warmed by it.
Yeah.
And your whole world just narrows to this thing.
Vision.
Make your first strike.
Is that at advantage?
Yep, at advantage.
Right, I always forget that. Yep.
At advantage.
So sweet.
You guys, hold on. Can we just scrap that and do it all again?
Don't you have inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay, roll it.
That was.
Roll again.
One die.
All right, come
one
on,
die.
come on,
One
come
die.
on.
Just one die.
Wait,
One die.
one with
Just one.
inspiration?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's worth it, right?
Why is everyone yelling at me?
It is.
Ooh.
All right, plus 5.
5.
That's gonna be 18.
Yes.
To hit.
Actually, with Winter's Harvest, it's plus 6.
Yeah, I read that here. I wasn't sure whether to add that. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
plus 6
that's,
with Winter's. 19.
24.
Oh, wow. Okay. You carve. Oh, it was 18 on the die. Got it. All right, you carve into it. So roll 1 die 10 plus 3. Actually, sorry, when you're raging, it's another plus 2.
Yeah,
so
it's plus
1 die 10 plus 5.
1 die 10 plus 5.
Yeah, total.
Oh, yeah.
Is your level no?
8.
Not for that, because
Oh, that's
8.
Yeah, 1 die 10 plus 8 plus 5 is 8.
8. Okay, total. Got it.
nice.
Math.
Even better.
It's great.
And whatever unearthly ichor is running through its veins, Winter's Harvest seems able to extract that. You feel your power singing in your singing throughout your form. You bring it back, and mechanically it's the same. Are you using your rage to do the bonus action, or are you using Winter's Harvest innate power to do the bonus action attack?
I think I'm going to use Winter's Harvest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically the magical weapon is propelling itself. Make a second attack at advantage.
Yeah.
That's going to be plus 6.
6,
Again,
yeah.
that's 21.
21. Okay. You
Plus
carve
6
in.
plus 2, yeah.
You carve into its side again. Damage again.
Sexy.
Let's do you. Wait, is that a die 10? No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's good enough.
That's a die 8. It only has 8.
That's
That's
10.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I believe.
Just 2. Plus,
5.
Yep.
plus another 5. So
Plus
that's
5.
7.
7 total. And Winter's Harvest immediately retranslates that. So the blood got sucked in here, and it's taking its own power. And you see frost spreading along the wound. So roll another die 8
Way.
for cold damage on it.
Golly.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
3.
3. Okay. Okay.
What damage that turn?
Initially, you just carved into it. Titus, you feel that you're pulled back to action. What are you doing?
Thank God.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. It's faster than you.
Motherfuck.
Is it okay to say that I would just get in front of anything it did?
You can try, but unfortunately, you don't have the correct feat for that.
I'm so spirited.
You're so spirited.
You're such fast feet.
All right. It snarls and looks at you in betrayal. And yeah, it's going to attack.
You and the
going to attack baby Wesa. It did just get carved in, but it almost doesn't really look like it's responding to pain.
It's gonna attack me?
All right, the first.
It loved me.
It broke that
Damn
because
it.
of the violence. So it's a more subtle thing. Remember, when you get stronger, you have an even stronger option, which is basically like domination, but you don't have that yet.
You get the whip for it.
I'm getting there.
All right, so it comes in. The first one you actually do manage to juke. You feel it cut just a little bit of your already shortened hair. And the second one, though, it anticipates where you're trying to move. The second time, it follows you and tags you. For 21 points of damage.
Do I, even though I'm prone,
you may attack it with disadvantage.
Attack of opportunity.
You can use half your movement. Get
For
up
the sentinel
if you want.
Yes, you can. You get to attack it. It's not his turn.
Oh.
No. But this is my reaction to its attacking Wesa.
Yeah,
and then, since it's flanked, do I get advantage?
No, it's still basically facing you.
Oh, I thought...
Initially gets advantage, but you don't.
Oh, because she's 5 feet away. Okay, so just one attack then.
At disadvantage because you're prone.
Oh, motherfucker. It's that one.
Okay. You fumble a bit. I'm not going to make you roll that, though. Roll that botch on it. Okay. Good thinking, though. All right. Wei says...
I have 2 points left.
You have 2 points left. You're not down. All right, Titus, now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stand up.
Okay. You surge up.
Am I able to push Wesa and get on the other side of him without provoking an attack from him?
No.
Okay.
He'll get his attack of opportunity.
Fuck.
You do feel that warmth, that heat, in a much more aggressive way come up through your hands, and you almost want to.
I want to kill him.
You almost want to touch this thing, but you think your weapon. You're not sure if that or your weapon will do more. But it's coming out. It's almost like it's coming out to attack.
Okay.
The gold, and his hands are starting to glow a bit.
Okay, and when I was fell, I probably dropped my sword, and you know what? Where did he hit me again? Just directly in the chest?
Yeah, center of mass.
Okay. While getting up with that, he's gonna just kind of go like that, strap off his eye, and he's just gonna grab it fucking by the throat and put his hand on it and just kind of feel whatever it is through, because it's just primal. He just fell down again. It's reminding him of Borealis. He's having those flashbacks.
Okay.
He's entirely just like, yeah! Like, I'm
roll to hit.
All right, and I'm gonna use a morale point.
Okay.
Yay.
And that is 1d8, correct?
1d8 added to it, yeah.
Oh, nope. That is... It would be plus my 6, like, for physical.
Well, you've not used a weapon, so...
Yeah, but
you're proficient with unarmed.
Yeah, so it's 23.
23?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, you grab onto its face. Roll a die 8 for me, Tony.
All right. There's one of yours, Havoc. Let's see it. It's a 3.
3, okay. The source is small, but it does seem to be particularly effective on this thing as the light comes up, and it's not different from Marcus. You don't even know if Marcus can do this or not.
Mm-hmm.
Different from Marcus, it's not trying to knit, it's actually trying to spread and tear. So the gold flows into it and starts taking part of its face off.
Wow.
Sweet.
You have its attention again.
Okay.
That's probably it.
Would that count as a grapple?
No, because you didn't use your action to quote unquote grapple it.
Okay.
So it's gonna shrug your hand off in just a second here.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. Then after just seeing that kind of take off, then I'll take my sword and I'm gonna use my action surge.
You already used it. You haven't long rested. You used it. When I was playing, you used it in Redfield.
Oh, blitz round?
Has to be right after the action surge.
Dang. Okay, I'll do a second wind to myself then.
Go for it.
Thank you. And that is 2d10 plus 3.
Yep. All right. So you call upon your blood legacy.
Yep.
You feel that chosen quintessence rise up in you. Your wounds begin to knit.
That is 15 plus 3.
Nice.
Back up.
Yeah. All the way back up?
No. So 15 plus 3 was it 13?
Yes.
So
18 almost.
15.
Actually, no, you are there.
3.
Okay.
18.
Nice.
Marcus.
I'm up.
What do you do?
Seeing how effective that was on his face, I'm going to do something similar. I'm already on the ground because I had my shield that I was going to protect him as he stands up. I'm still down there with my shield up. I'm going to reach over and grab his leg, and I'm going to use. I'm going to invoke guiding bolt directly through his leg and up through him.
Okay. What do you say? Has to be quick in combat.
Burn.
Okay. She comes to you. You try to grab. Make a attack roll.
And I too am going to use.
Hurrah!
Okay.
I should have one left after this.
I got one left too.
Or am I out now?
Titus has one. You're out, Randy.
Okay.
Yeah. Titus has one left.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It jukes away from you, so you don't actually get a hold of it. But that bolt, that stream of light follows the ankle, goes into the ankle. Roll damage.
Yay.
Make sure I'm doing the right one. That was 46. Yes.
Yeah. Two. That's a lot of dice.
5, 8, 13.
13.
Yes.
Okay. That got its attention. As it's lit up from the inside out. Okay.
I'm screaming at him the exact same.
Merrick, you're up.
I'm gonna move right behind maliciously, so I also get attack opportunity. Or how are you do that?
Yeah.
Advantage? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
If I can stand behind her, it's even better because she's in meat shield too.
No, you'd have to fire around her then. Then she'd be an obstruction to you.
I won't do that then. I will just fire.
You had your nimbleness firing between your legs. That's awesome.
I can't use the rest of my. How much movement have you used so far?
3.
So I can't use movement to stay behind her after I fire though.
Yep.
Because it happens anytime.
Good. Yeah.
All right. Well, that will be a 20. 30.
All right.
20.
Go ahead. Roll damage.
A whopping 6.
All right.
Not
Were you right next to her? Did you get that extra because you're like right next to the
I did that actually.
Yeah,
I will move right behind her though, and it's part of my movement.
Okay, so you're hiding behind Elishly now. Okay. Got it.
Matter of fact, I have that capability.
Waisa, what are you doing?
Knowledge.
Yes.
So my dagger, can I throw it or do I have to be close?
You can.
I can throw it. Okay, so I would move away.
If you do that, it gets to attack you.
Hit it with that whip.
It gets an attack of opportunity.
If
you try to disengage. The only thing you can do
I try
is...
to disengage? What do you mean if I try to walk
If you try to walk away, it gets to attack you.
Oh, okay.
You can use your main action to disengage. So basically, you're spending all your time to not get that attack of opportunity from it.
Back off.
And then you only have a bonus action left. You could whip it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute and all, but I really...
It needs a little more love than that.
Yeah, it does. Okay, well, guys, this is a bit of a, like...
Trust me, you don't want exhaustion.
I know I don't, but...
I love it. I like the way you think. That's why she's my man.
I would then take out my dagger of venom, stab it in the leg.
Are you going to use your action to invoke the black venom?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your main action. You won't be able to attack it then until the next turn.
I thought that
counts as a main action.
That's a main action?
To invoke that magic. Mm-hmm.
And if I walk away, it's going to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You go defensive.
I can go defensive?
Walk away, that's what he said. You can disengage.
You can use your main action to disengage. You can use your main action to envenom, to black envenom the dagger with that really strong venom.
Okay, well, okay. All right, I have 2 hit points, so I probably should disengage.
I think that's wise.
It's probably wise.
I'm going to disengage on my next turn. That's what I will want to do.
Okay, where do you want to move to?
I would like to move behind
Okay.
You still have that whip bonus action though, right?
Is it 10 feet?
You might hit Marcus or.
I'm just not going to. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my thing.
All right. You run out, and Lilies. This thing has adjusted. It's trying to adjust, but it still hasn't. It still is too angry at Marcus. Like it was going to turn, so you didn't have advantage on it anymore. But now it's enraged by Marcus. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a twofer.
Okay, go.
Same of the same.
Yep, go.
Do it.
All right.
Go.
Do it. Yes. Shot.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That will do it.
Yay.
All right. D10.
You muscle through its thick hide.
Uh, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus rage is 9.
Nice. Okay.
Very good.
And you see again, the ichor draws into it. Make another attack.
Yes. I love this word, ichor. Give me more ichor.
Love it,
Those guys, Ichor duck.
Yeah.
That's not great. Do I have any more inspiration in there?
No. Nope, but you... Oh, and you have to declare it beforehand. You do have a morale point, but you have to declare it before you roll.
Shit, okay. That's going to be a 14.
14? Yeah. A grazing shot. So go ahead and roll damage, and then cut it by half.
Six plus 3 plus 2, it's 9, 11. Cut it by half, that's...
5. Because we round down.
Someone
Oh.
say 6.
Okay.
I was going to say 6.
Definitely 6.
However, what doesn't get rounded down is the amount of cold. So go ahead and roll the cold as you see more of it.
And that's a D8, right?
Right, D8. Yeah. Changes based on the strength of what it's getting. Okay.
Nice. Oh yeah.
So it's been radiantly roasted. You see it's got a bad case of frostbite. It's lost a lot of whatever passes its blood. Parts of it are hacked off, but it's still fighting.
Like at the same veracity?
Yep. And
it's a shock trooper of the Emperor.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna turn on you now, Marcus.
Okay, I'm at 20.
All right, that first one. And the second one, it's pretty clever. It kind of does this little trip on you, like this implied trip where it stuffs its foot in between your feet and comes up to get the chink in your armor underneath your armpit. And something whispers to you, and you drop your arm, and instead it deflects off of your elbow.
Cool.
Thank you, great lady.
All right.
Is that a new round? Do I get another reaction?
Yes, you do. It's a new.
Yay. Please.
Not until.
Waste's turn.
Not until your turn, though.
Oh no, it's
because you
had his attack.
Because you would use his attack, but you had used your reaction.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
you don't restock until basically
after my turn. Yeah, that's why I thought you. Oh yeah, bad.
Okay, Titus, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna fucking hit this guy.
All right, go.
Let's do it. Great sword, baby. God, sorry, wasn't meant to be. That is going to be 15 to hit.
Okay, that blows through as these. It's not a particularly skilled shot, but you bring all your weight through it, and it's crudely effective.
Oh, wonderful. So that's 2d6.
He's trying to attack the true cleric instead. He's trying to murder the emissary.
So that's 4 and 2, but with great weapon fighting, I get to roll 1s and 2s
yes,
again.
You do.
Which gets me a
nice.
9. 9 plus 4. So
13. Yeah, 13. Nice. All right. Marcus, you're up.
How many hit points does this thing have?
Don't know.
A lot more than me.
And you. A lot combined. More.
It's a shock trooper.
It's focused on me right now pretty significantly. I'm going to bring my shield up.
You hear the Rajad scream, "Can I leave?" to him. All right. Go.
Yeah, I'm going to center myself. Everybody seems to be doing their thing behind it, and it's completely focused on me. I'm going to do my best to sit in front of my shield and weather that crap, and then kind of reach out and like hit it with a. invoke a sacred flame.
Okay.
Into its belly, because it's already close enough to me as it is. It's kind of just like hold up.
Okay. You can also use the dodge action and force your opponents to attack you at disadvantage, but you want to keep attacking it.
No, I'm actually good with that. No, I wasn't aware of the dodge action because this is like I don't usually fight combat hand to hand.
Get used to it.
Yeah, fair enough. That said, I would actually rather do that than keep attacking it.
Okay.
Because that will probably do more with all of them attacking.
That's assuming it's going to continue to attack you.
I'm assuming it's going to.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie. You know what? The next, and you guys have to remind me of this. On once he hits it with that illumination, the next person to attack it should have had advantage. So I'll give the next. I'll say it's fading now. And I'll give the next. I'll give the next person to attack advantage.
Cool.
Okay, so you dodge. You essentially go completely defensive, and you're trying to soak it up. All right. She had been holding her action. She finally gets an okay, and so this thing, it's not quite on death's door, but it's looking ragged, and the Rajad then takes flight. She takes the risk that he assented to it by that grunt. Come here, you dumb dog! And she dives in and tries to airlift it out. Will it let her? So it shrugs off her hands. It looked like she had a lot of lift and a lot more strength than she should for her frame. A lot more. Like she could have lifted it up, even all 200 pounds of it, but it won't let her. It shrugs her off, drops its body weight low, and continues to fight. So you have this beautiful, demonic-looking thing above you right now.
Hit that thing flying away.
Okay, so that's she's not too happy about that. Merrick, you're up.
I am going to drop the bow, sword and board, get behind it, and attack.
Okay.
Like he's so small that you can just still swing over him like it's nothing.
Yeah, you dart in. Go.
Ooh, 25.
You hit close to the spine. Get that damage in.
4, 6, 9.
No, your Gladius is die 8.
Oh, you're right. Let me re-roll them both things. I don't know which one was what.
Okay. There's a reason to close melee. You actually do more damage.
More damage with that. Yep. 4, 5 plus 3 is 8. It's still the same.
Okay. It's still not down. Okay. Wesa.
Wesa.
So you're seeing her beautiful derriere, the tail lashing around, and let's see. She might be faster than you. But what is Wesa going to do while I'm looking this up?
Wesa is going to get the dagger of venom out.
Okay, it's out, and then you empower you invoke its magic. All right. The command word for it was Inficio. Yeah. So you whisper it. Inficio. And there's thick, viscous coat of glossy-looking black just oozes out of its pores, which it doesn't have any. All right, that's your action. Do you want a bonus action? Like move over and whip something? We just want you to use that turquoise handled whip.
I know,
baby.
everyone's like, let's see it. Yeah, I'll whip. I'll whip now.
Okay. Do you want to move so that you're not, you don't potentially hit Marcus or...
Yeah,
Titus?
I'll go, yeah, that's what I was going to
here?
say. The other side of the tree.
Okay, yeah, you can still reach him then. Yeah. So you dart around them, make an attack with your bonus action. Your sword sister finally gets a bonus action attack.
Nice. 17.
You actually do connect with it.
Yeah.
So roll 1d4 minus 1.
A little smack. 1.
1, okay. Hey. every little bit counts.
It's just about belittling them.
Okay, so I'll let you have that. You hear just a deep sigh from the Rajad, as she gives this thing up for lost, and she says, "Domini, it would hurt me so much if you tried to hurt me." You feel a foreign presence enter your mind, and then you can feel her. You can hear her giggles. You can feel her light, loving touch across you. You can smell the scent of home and comfort. Make a wisdom. Make a wisdom save.
Oh, poor baby. Save. Oh boy.
That is 11 minus 1. 10.
You were suddenly horrified at the idea of hurting her.
Okay.
And you don't know what came over you. It was a momentary bout of madness.
Who's been doing that?
She does not. The Rajad knows when the going is good, though, so she does not linger. She flies, but you look the most dangerous with your reaction. So,
okay.
She flies up. Marcus, you're defending. Merrick, unless you're not gonna like drop your bow to try to shoot at her because she's too tall. And yeah, Nalishli, if you jumped, you might be able to smack her. Or you just focused on this thing. Your choice.
I think I'm just focused on this.
Okay, because you do have range, but yeah, you're like, meh. Okay, so she flies up and let's see. Up for.
You get attack opportunity on flying up.
No, that's what I was trying.
He was the one who could have.
That was the
hit her.
wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's hers?
Oh, it sucks.
Okay. And maybe she's gonna perch in the tree for a moment. You don't know.
From there. Yes.
Okay. And Nalishli, you're up.
Let's do it again.
Okay. So you shift over because you don't want to be swinging right over Merrick's head. I mean, you can if you want to.
Well, he's pretty. Well, yeah, no.
Yes, but you do a lot of downward strikes. So, okay. You still have advantage on this thing.
That's crazy. Should I?
No. Do you want to take it?
No.
Okay. I love that. Haven't you done that before? Haven't you rolled
right
on top of
there?
it?
No, I don't think so.
Somebody in this game has rolled on top of their die box before. Just go back and look.
It's gonna be an 11.
11. Okay. So the Rajad kind of threw you off as there was this fury and flapping. Go ahead and make your bonus attack though.
Bonus attack.
Yeah, same.
I can do it again with with rage.
With rage.
Oh my god, I always forget this. It's amazing.
No, rage is rage is dangerous, but it's real strong, huh?
Very strong.
Much better. That's going to be a 21
Okay.
to hit.
Okay, you tag its left arm.
Okay.
Roll.
And you essentially have like 80 hit points with half damage.
More than that.
A lot.
More than that.
Yeah.
Wait, did I add a 16 plus 6? Sorry, it's 22 to hit.
22. Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So, yeah, try 108, Corey.
1 die 10 is 6 plus 3. That's 9 plus 2 is 11.
Okay. The arm goes and it just screams.
I didn't roll cold damage.
No, because you didn't hit the first time.
Yeah, you didn't hit the first time, so now it's primed.
Got it.
Now the cold, yeah.
Every other round.
I'm glad you're thinking about that though.
Oh, yeah.
That goes in, and Titus, what are you doing?
Great sword.
It's turning. It's still going to try to attack the cleric, the true cleric.
We are. Does anybody have advantage on him right now? Is he still glowing or no? Is that
No, that's gone.
Flanked now.
Okay.
Because it's on each side.
Yeah.
You never gave it out. It's okay.
No, I would have given it to you, but you already had advantage.
I could have rolled for 20.
Oh.
There's deep advantage too, right?
What's that?
15 to hit.
15. Okay, so here's what happens. That thing finally. Let's see. Actually, gets to make two. Yeah. Okay. So that thing finally beats through Marcus's beefy defense. For 20 slashing. And then at the same time, so that's actually a reaction.
Oh, okay.
That you're hitting it with. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
So that is
nice.
10 plus 4, 14.
All right. How do you send it back to its master?
As it hits Marcus, entirely. Like his hand will kind of feel that exact same pressure. He'll shake his head out, and while it's kind of turned, he's going to put it behind its neck and down, like it's putting it like straight up just into hell.
That's like an executioner stroke.
Yeah, just like just. Yeah, and then he's just gonna blood up, and it's gonna cover that side of his eye with a scar, and then he's gonna turn over and look at the fucking perched thing, like just like, you know.
So the thing, this creature, shock troop, Gataka, homunculus, whatever it's called, it turns to look at the thing that finally dispatched it.
Oh yeah.
And smiles in rapture as it fulfills its purpose and is consumed in battle. And then drops.
Yay!
Goodbye.
I'll pick up his swords.
Have fun in hell.
Motherfucker.
That was one.
All right.
Games aren't as fun as you make them out to be.
So much more to go.
And you hear clapping, laughing, and we will pick back up with the fellowship.
Wow.
After our
hiatus. Wow.
As you begin to see that somehow so much time has passed that it's dusk, again, or maybe the lighting is just crazy here. And you're beginning, and you catch your very first glimpse, although not pulled quite back up like it is in the thumbnail. Like, you can now see the doorway to the tomb of Jason Tenderheart.
Yeah. Golly.
Okay. And there are also more creatures that are right there, y'all. So you're not out of the woods yet.
We've never been out of the woods.
Throw us a freaking bone.
In the orchard. You're in the orchard now.
Hey, that's a dragon. Tell me so low.
So, faraway friends.
Wow.
Golly.
Thank you for coming with us on this journey. And they are now literally on the doorstep. We're going to get there. We're going to make it. Well, some of them are going to make it. At least the emissary has been promised safe passage.
Yeah. Thank God. That's nice.
That's what's important, right, Randy?
All that's important. That's all you need.
So, please let us know who you think was the most valuable player. That can be entertaining, tactically, roleplay-wise, whatever rubric you care for. And we will definitely be talking back at you. Also, check out our Discord. So, Corey, is it the link in the new ones now? Okay. So I know that it hadn't been, Claytoast actually pointed that out, that hadn't been. So thank you very much, Claytoast, because gods only know how long that could have been going on. How much longer, but should be there. So come and chat with us. All right, y'all.
Sweet.
Thank you so much as you continue with your support. It means the world to us. It's really been quite a saga over here. And as you go out through the world,
hop on the Discord. We'll send photos from Gen Con.
Oh yes,
a lot of fun ones.
Yeah, a lot of fun
coming.
ones. We're absolutely
open up the chat when we have some downtime too. It's be very fun.
Stay safe and stay curious. Thank you.
Thank you guys.